I'm working on the biggest project of my life right now, and in this video, I want to share with you 4 ways that I make the most out of my time, money, and energy by being super productive. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Financial Freedom System YouTube channel, where I make videos that challenge you to upgrade your mindset, money, and more so you can live a life full of financial freedom and purpose. In today's video, I have booked 3 nights at an oceanfront treehouse all by myself at White Point Beach Resort in Nova Scotia. And the reason being is I'm working on a secret project, and that secret project needs my time, it needs my focus, and I can't get any distractions. So with a view like this, I think we're gonna be okay. You can see outside there's a little deck. We've got a fireplace here, TV, which I won't be using at all, little seating area. You've got the main bed spot. Behind it you can see the bathroom. I've got my nice little workstation here, which I've brought a few of my own things so that I can make sure that I'm still kind of working in a comfortable manner, because I'm going to be doing lots of typing. That's a hint maybe. My favorite feature, this cool little window. You can see I'm at the last cabin on the property. It's got a little kitchenette, microwave, fridge, sink, etc. Place to obviously store your stuff. And then there's kind of a cool washroom here, if that's what really makes it whether or not you book a spot, and this cool shower here. So that is essentially the treehouse. And in this video series, what I'm gonna do is explain a few reasons why I've chosen this location as my workstation, my distraction-free zone, and also my inspiration. And the first way is to choose the environment that you're going to work on. I had to drive a few hours to get to this cabin, but it was worth it because it's isolated enough. Yes, it's on a property with some other cabins and like a little hotel, but I'm at the end of the property. I haven't seen anybody when I've been out here the entire time I've stayed in the cabin, at least. So it's isolated. It's got the basic amenities. If I needed food or if I needed something else, I could either get it here at kind of the resort area, or I could just drive 10-15 minutes and I'm into the nearest town. And it's got an incredible and inspiring view. And while I've been working on this project, I've liked to mix up my workstations. Most of the time you'll find me back here. I've done some work from here, and it's been incredibly comfy sitting here. And if it was summer, you know I'd be spending a lot more time out here. The second thing is I've used technology to help me get my work done better, faster, and with more quality. You can see my calendar app here where I've scheduled out all the tasks that I've got to complete, and I've gotten rid of all the other things I've had to do, but the green is focused on this big project, and I like to section my time up into blocks. I also like to set an alert so that when it's time to move on to something else or complete a different part of the project, that notification goes and I go into like that automatic mode where it's time to get work done. I also use a time management technique called pomodoros, which makes sure that my brain and my body both stay sharp. And I track it through an app that I use. You can see it here. And it consists of a 25-minute work period. I press play and I set that down. If you can hear the ticking here, something that actually I find helps me work better without distractions, but you can get rid of it if you really are bothered by that. But you work for 25 minutes without any distractions, without taking a break, without your phone going off if you can avoid that. And then what you do is it gets all the way down to 0 and the bell goes and it's time for a 5-minute break. Now, after you complete one Pomodoro of 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of rest, you then do that 3 other times for a total of 4, which is a 2-hour block, and then you can take a larger break. And this is something that I generally use to get outside, do some exercise, go for a walk, maybe a run, maybe I eat food, or maybe I call that person that I wanted to talk to. pomodoros are super effective for me. And this project's involved 3 days of typing, which after day 1, I noticed was starting to hurt and feel pretty painful. So I switched over to doing most of the typing, quote unquote, through something called dictation, which is a tool your computer probably has that allows you to speak or dictate the words instead of typing. It works by pressing the control button twice, you hear that ding, and then everything that I am saying, it is recording right now. And trust me, this has allowed me to work in a much more comfortable spot, like that chair by the window that I showed you, which is incredibly beautiful as I look at the waves crashing in right now. It's allowed me to get my work done more productively and faster as well. And that's a win-win. The third thing I did is I had to prioritize eliminating any potential distraction. And for me, I know that I could have worked on this project at home. I will, as I'm leaving today, I will finish it at my house, but I wanted to get a big chunk of quality work done so that I didn't have the distraction of walking to the fridge and getting some food, or going downtown and buying something, or maybe, you know, just taking a break and going in and having a nap. I wanted to be almost isolated enough to have the basic amenities, but I could focus in on this project. So that meant that I put my phone on do not disturb sometimes, or instead of people calling me, I told them that I would call them when I'm able to. It also meant that I took all the apps on my computer and I completely closed them so I wasn't getting any notifications. And before I could leave for this trip, I made a plan of everything that I'd need on this trip. I stopped at the store before I arrived and I made sure that I could maximize the time that I had. And the fourth way that I was able to be super productive was I understood that I'm only going to get out what I put in. So that means if I want a quality project to come out of this time, I need to put quality in. So I prioritized my rest before and while I was here. If I needed to take a break because it was just too much, because I've been working too hard and it takes a lot out of you mentally and physically, then I prioritized that. I also made sure that I was eating good quality foods. I was only eating fruits and vegetables and some other things, but it made sure that it was good quality and I wasn't putting junk into my system. I only drank water, and the music that I was listening to was positive, it was encouraging, it had a good tempo with a good beat and helped me stay productive. So it's time to go and I've got to pack up. But I know because of this experience and because of the quality of work that I got done on this project, I'm definitely going to be doing another project, another trip like this as well, because it's just been so rewarding to see that the time, the money, and the energy that I've put in has really been returned on those investments. So I hope that this video helped you. I hope as well that you are able to take these tips and work on your own project, work on your own things in your life that you're excited about, and be super productive with them. So as I struggle with this, I'm gonna grab my stuff, I'm gonna hit the road. But if you're interested in learning more about how you can live a life full of financial freedom, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. See ya.